Hey, good morning, fellas. It is time. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Timbo, Peter Shap, Orlando, Goan Trades, Orsadas. Good morning, MJ Trades, Nathan Ramirez. Hey, good morning, DL. All right, market is slowly grinding higher. Ever since what, 5 o'clock this morning? Pretty nice little uptrending channel here. As you can see, took a red trade on the overnight session. Not too bad. Just I got, where was it? It's actually pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate right here. I took a long right here on the 580s, and then my target was up here at the 640s. Probably just a little bit too aggressive on my target. And I was like, I don't even know how much I was in profit, but yeah, all the way back down. I have my stop at the lows and just got stopped out. Unfortunate is what it is. All right, boys. Market all the way up here above VWAP. It's, I mean, I don't really know what to expect here. We have this is the daily chart. This is just not very, it's not a pretty picture. Then I am going to wait and see kind of how this market opens. I'm not too excited about going long unless we're above this 560 area. But we'll see. Try to just be patient again today. Hey, thank you, NP. NP, what would I do without you? What would I do without you? Neil, I'm gonna see if it's just gonna depend kind of how it's gonna depend a little bit if I take that 3-minute trade or not. I see how the market opens here, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Market continuing going higher here above the 550s. Market has not opened yet, so oh, give me a minute. I need to check something. All right, up there, the 550s. This looks like we're gonna make a move. We're making a move actually already. Making a move higher. All right, market is open. Basically opening up here at the 550s. It's a pretty interesting level to open. I do take discretion on taking this 3-minute trade, so I kind of expect this to pull back before we go higher. So I'm not really looking to, I don't want to go, I'm not going to take a short entry, I don't think. Let's wait. I'll just be patient here, but this is not my ideal kind of setup. Not ideal. Hey, good morning, Amelia, Rippin' and Dippin', Go and Trades, Amakre, Mad Penguin. Good morning, Roger, Sam, M. Susan, UCLA Trades, Faisal, good morning. R5 Studios, good morning. Citizen Zero, good morning. Micro Player, Torsten, good morning. Hubert, good morning. All right, we are making a move lower here. Kind of difficult because on one hand, like, I should just always take my trade, like, you know what I mean? Like, you should just take the trades, but it's also, I don't know, I feel better about it when I just look at the market. If I'm not feeling it, then I just don't take it. Sometimes I'm going to be wrong, sometimes I'm going to be right, but you just gotta live with it. Design knob, market only goes higher. Hey, Ace Undercover, good morning. Yeah, it is called discretion. Exactly, Go and Trades. I agree. All right, if we do take this, this would be right now this would be a short setup. I just don't really like the shorts, so I'm going to hold off. We're not going to take this trade. Not going to take it today. Now it does look, maybe this is going to rip lower now. See if we bounce off the VWAP here at the 520s. This could bounce here. It could rip right through it. Sometimes the market don't care about the VWAP. All right, let's see if VWAP holds. My entry technically, so if I'm taking this trade, my entry would be at the 532s. Let's see here. My stop would basically be at the high of day. So we can kind of see if this would have worked or not. Now it's definitely bouncing off of that VWAP. Very big, pretty big bounce here. Let's see if we take out that high of day. Not high of day, but take out that 555 area. Here we go, 545s. Got to get above that 550. Pretty happy I didn't take that 3-minute trade. Just didn't want to be short. This market just seems like in the mornings, especially in the morning lately, just the market wants to go higher. There it goes, making another move all the way up, taking out the highs. Boom, there she goes. There she goes. Pretty nice trade off the VWAP if you took it. Bounce off that VWAP. Now we wait. This could be just take out the stops here, and now we make a move lower. Let's see. Now I need to change my ATM. I want to switch to the 2-minute chart. All right. Now we chilling. Hey, you caught that bounce, Orlando? Nice trade. Yeah, that was a decent trade off that bounce. Bounce off the VWAP. Pretty solid trade. If I'm under 30% consistency rule and do 3 to 4 micros, some days I do 1 to 2 minis. Will it deny my payout since there's a small gap in my position size? I wouldn't say no to UCLA trades. I wouldn't be worried about that. Yeah, ace under cover. All right, let's see. Let's see if we rip right through the 550s here. As long as we hold the VWAP here, I'm definitely looking for a long here. We might take a long here if we like what we see. Breaking out above the 560s. All right, 560s. It's making its break above that 560 to go into the 570s now. It's looking again. It's looking like we're going to just do what we did yesterday. It's kind of looking that way. Here on my 15-minute chart, next, the area I have is the 600s. 600s, we could see some choppiness here. All right, now I want to see. Pretty small move here at the open, to be honest. Or not that crazy a move like we saw yesterday and the day before. We're just chilling here at the highs at the 550s. Just going to be patient. Being done for the day at 9:33 kind of sucks. Now I can't trade, Timbo. Hey, that's a good thing. Being done early is a good thing. Now just, honestly, it's always better. Like if you feel the need to trade, buy an eval. Buy an eval if you want, if you have the urge to trade. Buy an eval and leave your funded accounts that are in profit. Leave them alone. And hey, there we go. Breaking above that 570 now. Let's see if we can continue to go here. Also, Apex 80% sale is ending tonight at midnight. So unless they extend the sale, which they have not really been doing lately. At one time, they used to extend their sales a lot, but they have not been doing that much. So here it is, all the way up through the 580s. Wow, what a nice move. What a nice move. She ripping, boys. At 600 level is going to be interesting. See what happens. Just need to, I could have jumped in here at the 550s, but I don't, I'm just starting to not be as, especially in the morning session, when we have previous resistance here, just to be patient. Try to be more patient. Be patient, but not hesitant. There's a fine line. The fine line between being hesitant and being patient. If we come back here and we test this 550 area and we get a good entry signal higher, I will take it. Here we go. Come on, pull back. Give me a nice little pullback entry here. I think I'm not sure if I'm going to trade my Tradify accounts or not. This is actually kind of a key. I was actually talking to a friend last night, and I was telling him that my Tradify and my Apex accounts, we're getting close enough to that payout that things are starting to just feel very tense when I get into a trade. Starting to feel, you start to feel it a little bit more the closer you get to that threshold. And I definitely was feeling it overnight, taking that loss in the overnight session. It was hard. It was difficult, but really glad because actually the market went way lower after it hit my stop. So my stop was like right here, somewhere here, like at the 550s. We went all the way down to the 440s. So very happy that I did not, I always say, which saying something and doing something, those are two different things. Sometimes I don't do what I say, unfortunately. But accepting losses, such a big deal. But I still have some room. Like I do have some room on my, I do have some wiggle room on those accounts. $280 is definitely not, around 500 is my loss limit on those accounts. But how am I liking Tradify? I mean, I like it. It's kind of like anything else, right? Like, it's like Apex. There's things I don't like about Apex. There's things I like about Apex. Tradify, very similar. The straight to funded accounts, I do feel like the straight to funded accounts, first, you need to get to that profit target. On the 150K accounts, it's a lot of profit target to reach in order to get that first payout. And then you need to get 4,500 in profit again before you can get your next payout. But if you can do that, you have a really nice cushion built up on those accounts for that third and fourth payout, which then does make it a lot easier. So it takes a lot of time unless you just go very aggressive. Obviously, the 20% consistency rule, some people don't like that. I don't really mind it, honestly. Oh man, I need to pay attention here. I don't want to enter up here. I do not want to enter up here. These are just some very long wiki candles, though. I mean, this looks very good for the bulls. But I don't want to get long up here at the highs. Just got to wait. Feel like the market might consolidate a little bit here. And I wouldn't mind seeing it pull back into this 550 area again and just consolidate. Let's see what happens. I always blow up no matter what, looking like I had to hang it up for a while. Dodd Garger. Again, Dodd, I always say there's nothing wrong with hanging it up if you want to take some time off. And, like trading isn't for everyone. It really isn't. And there's no shame in acknowledging that. But at the same time, I say that, but also if you need, like sometimes you just need a break. You need to clear your mind. You need to clear your head and just take a break and then, identify what you're doing wrong. Like identify where is it going wrong? Where am I making mistakes? If it's your strategy that just isn't working, if you don't have any confidence in it, then, make that change there. If you're just having blow up after blow up, then it's probably your discipline, your mental, then work on that slow and steady. But it's not easy. It's not easy. So it's not fun when you're going through that. Hey, amazing day on your Top Step accounts, Orlando. Let's go. Nicely done. Oh, yes, we do have news in 9:45. That might have been the news right there. I don't think it was anything significant. Do we have news also at 10? Let me look. By the way, guys, today I'm actually very excited for today. I have like a gift coming. Okay, we got 10 o'clock news as well. ISM, so that's going to move the market at 10. The 10 o'clock news is definitely going to be a market mover. So let's just wait. I want to be, I'm just going to wait. I'm not in a hurry here. I'll wait till after the news to trade. And yes, the news at 10 will move the market. A gold-plated putter? Nope. I gotta wait. You know what? Hang on. Let me check my Amazon. I would love if it would show up. I can show you guys when it gets here. Getting a pullback here. Okay, it says arriving today. I don't know. I don't have any more information than that, but I guess we'll wait and see. So it's a camera that I've been wanting for a long time. Hey, Motion Capital. Hey, Kid Boker. How we doing, Kid Boker? No, it is not a golf cart. It's actually it's a camera. It's a camcorder specifically for filming golf content is what it's for. So you guys are gonna see some outside of trading kind of golf some golf content type of stuff. I'm gonna do some content like that in the near future. It's gonna be fun. Wait. Why am I what? Whoa. Why am I short? What happened? What? I was in a trade? What the? Oh my word, I had an order sitting out? I did have an order sitting out. What is going on? Hang on, hang on. I heard an order filled in my headset, and I'm like, what? And I look in my open position tab. I think we got out for a small profit, but I'm not sure. Rewind the stream. Was I up? I think I made like $30 profit. I think. And I was short. I know, I was short. Oh, you know what? I think it was. Oh my word. Did I? You know what I think I did? I think that, oh my gosh, I do remember. Oh, I'm so lucky. Oh, I remember. Man, I really need to see this micro, when I switch between micro and minis. It's what I did, and I remember now last night when I put on that trade, I switched back to minis for some dumb reason, and I put a sell order for my target. Then I realized, yeah, it wasn't That was on the minis and I was trading on micros. I'm so lucky that I'm lucky that I was here when it hit. If that would have hit in the overnight session, oh man, I need to stop doing that. All right, no harm done. Maybe I should have held. I think I got in around here. Let me look. I'm trying to find. Okay, so I was short at the 21,589s. 21,589s. Look at that. I was short right here. Look, I would be I guess I should have held. Oh dear. Yeah, I need to start doing that, Mr. Wall Street. And I do that, but I need to start doing it on the minis and the micros. I need to make sure that I do it on the minis and micros, all on both of them. And that's on me, but man, I guess we should have held, folks. We should have held. Accidental trader would have paid. But would have been 30 points. I'd be in green. We'd be green on these accounts if I would have held. Go figure. If I would not be here, it would have ripped and blown the accounts, very likely. You know how it goes. All right, we are getting this big pullback all the way back down to the 55s. News in 7 minutes. Definitely don't have any in. I'm not going to take any trades here. All right, here we go. Continuing to pull back all the way down through the 550s now. She's pulling back. No need to chase this one. New channel name is Accidental Trader. Sorry, if you guys hear the vacuum in the back, my wife is cleaning, so. Anyone here been to Greenland? I have to go in April for business. Oh, I see, Neil. Good. So isn't it Greenland isn't green, and then Iceland doesn't have ice, right? Is that isn't that funny? I made $30 to $40 on each account. That sounds about right, Truth. That sounds about right. Hey, thank you, UCLA Trades. Yep. It has ice, but is much greener. Okay. At this rate, U.S. citizens won't need a passport to go anywhere on the globe. Iceland has ice. Okay, I see. They named it that so no one would have to travel to Iceland, so they could have it for themselves, and Greenland so they would go there instead. Didrik. Yeah, it's like, why do we park in driveways and drive on parkways? Yeah, there's a lot of the English language does not make sense sometimes. It definitely doesn't. We should just be let in. Knock on the door. Heard a rumor from Seattle tell others it rain in Seattle all the time to keep new people away. I have been to Seattle, and I'm trying to remember when I was there, it was nice, if I remember right. Did you know that the city with the most rain in a year on average, the most rainy city, I think I have this right. The most rainy city in the US is actually Columbus, Ohio. Pittsburgh. Well, Pittsburgh, Columbus would be right in the same area, so. All right, market. What are we doing here? 555s. This is, I mean, if we wouldn't be 4 minutes to news, I might take a stab long here. But I'm not looking to enter here with the news coming out. Lies told by Seattle. Let's do a Google search. Rainiest city in the US. Excuse me, in the US. Okay, well, looks like I might have been wrong. Let me see here. Rainiest city in the US, 2024 data. Wow. See, we need to clarify though how they are registering rain. Are they also doing rain as in the rainy also includes snow? Average number of rainy days. The number one is Syracuse, New York, and then Buffalo, New York, then Erie, PA, Rochester, New York, Akron, Ohio, and then Cleveland, Ohio. That's my hometown. 156 days out of the 365 days, it rains. Seattle, Washington also is the same as Akron and Cleveland. Huh. I see. Now we know. It does say Hawaii as well. So here is a Hawaii, average of 211 rainy days per year. Sitka, Alaska with an average of 173. Salem, Washington. West Palm Beach, Florida. What? I would not have thought that. I don't know. Whatever. Not sure how we got on this subject, but now we know. That's what I'm wondering. I don't want to know the snow. I don't want snow to be included. Like, I would like to know only rain. Whoa, market. This is front running the news the way this looks. News is coming out in 30 seconds, and we just had a big rip higher. I mean, obviously, we're not trading this. Gotta wait till after the news. Probably around 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15. Hey, there's the pop. Big rip higher. There she goes. Above the 90s, above the 600s. She's bullish. Breaking above the 600s. Let's see if we can hold it. Wow. Boom, bada bang. It actually can rain a lot in central northern coastal California, but only about 4 months of the year. Okay. Friend of mine moved to Seattle from New Jersey. Haven't seen him in a year or so. When he came back, he was green. Said they had measurable rainfall for the past 380 days straight. What? All right, hang on. I got to take this call. All right, we're back. Okay, market a little bit of a fake out above the 600s now. This is a little bit concerning. Pulling back down below the 5, testing the 570s here. It's feeling kind of choppy right now. Feeling kind of choppy. His skin was green. His skin was green from the lack of sunlight. Oh man, that's bad. Hey Sean, you're trading Apex, Buellnox, Tape Profit Trader, and Tradeify at the same time is impossible. Can't catch every move on all of them. Yeah, Sean, it is definitely a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. That's a lot of accounts. I'm glad that I broke up my accounts. I'm trading them in groups. I like it this way. Hey, Speed Racer, what's up? We chilling. All right, this looks like this was a fake out to the upside. Trapped the longs above the 600s and now pulled back all the way back to the 540s. Let's see if VWAP holds, and then the next area of interest will be the 500s. This is a big pullback, so be careful. This is starting to look like we're going to rip lower. If we lose the 500s, if we start to lose the 500s, then I'm going to be looking at a short setup. I will not just jump in though, so we got to wait and get an actual good entry signal. Target would be down here the 440s, so that's a big pullback from the 620s, 610s, pulling back through the 510s. So 100-point pullback in 2.5 minutes. This is where it gets crazy. If you got trapped long, man, I'm sorry. That is not a good time. I'm very, very happy that we didn't try to chase that news. It's not a good time. Wow, now getting a bounce off of that 15-minute opening range low. Oh, this just seems a little scary here. We got a volatility is going crazy. This is just not a good area to be messing around with. I just don't want to be. Very curious if this holds the 500s. I would be more inclined here to go short, but I don't want to go short above the 500s. Just gotta wait. We chilling. The drops was so fast. It was, Jen. That's the thing. Like if you're trading with mental stops in this kind of market, I good luck, because with those kind of moves, you can be in a very bad, it can just be really bad. And it can happen so quickly that it's hard to react. And a lot of times you just kind of panic with a deer in the headlight kind of look, and then it's over. And so, oh, I'm sorry, Steven. I'm sorry, Steven, man. That's, I feel your pain. That is not a good time. So easy to happen. I mean, these kind of moves, they're just brutal. It's brutal to get caught in those moves. Man, if I do take a stab here, I'm going to size down the 2 micros here instead of going with the 4. Man, I'm so tempted to go short here, but I don't. I want this really, I want it to be below the 500s. So this could easily just rip straight back up. Oh, this is, man, I'm tempted here to go short. The longer this stays here and does not make a move higher, the more I'm interested in a short. It's just kind of consolidating here. But right now, everything's just getting bought up off of this 15-minute opening range low. There it goes. Now we're ripping higher. All right, now I'm not interested. See how we react to the 21 EMA and the opened at the 550s here. So let's see what happens here. But again, rejecting off of that. I'm going to take a stab here. This is a little bit of a, probably not following my rules here. Don't do as I do. But my stop will just be right here above the open. Just want to see some continuation down through this opening range. Give it, gotta go right here. Come on. I did not like that one bit. I should have taken profit right there. It's all right. Let's be patient. Just need to be patient here. Really need this to get down below this range. Below this 15-minute opening range low here. Come on. Whoo, this one is testing my patience. All right, we got the first target. Now we hold for the 500. I'm going to give it a chance to get below the 500s, but We need to break right here. We need to break and close. This candle needs to close below the 520s. If it doesn't close below the 520s, I might just kill it. Come on, right here. Go, baby. Gotta go. Don't want to see a wick here. Don't want to see a wick. I don't like this. Really want to see this sell through. All right, I'm going to get out. It's just, it's not doing it. I didn't even realize I was trading my Tradify accounts. Oh, well. I thought I was trading my Apex, but I guess that's fine. You know what? I'm okay with that. I thought I was trading my Apex, but I switched my chart. Either way, it would have been fine. Man, we could not close below this opening range low. Now I need to stop. Big battle here between the bulls and bears right here at this level. My theory has always been, when we start to consolidate like this, whatever the most recent big move was is more likely than to continue the longer that it consolidates. That is kind of my thesis, where we had a big move lower, and if we don't just immediately rip it back higher, then I feel like if it consolidates, it has a bigger chance of continuing lower, but obviously might not work. Let's see if we close above the open here. Could also take the long here above the 540s, but it's looking bullish now. The market only goes higher. We forgot. We forgot a very important element. Market only goes up. But thankful we got out there where we did. Once this did not close below, this here was our chance. If this rips down below the 500s, I think we would have seen the 480s, but we just didn't get it. Did not get it. This is probably a better setup now, looking for a long. If you got long above the 540s here on this break right here, I mean, I think you're looking great. If this candle needs to close above the 550s, ideally, but now we wait. Now we wait. We are just basically trading right here within the 15-minute opening ranges. So the chop confirmation. Look at that. Now another long wick. Man, this is rough. We're battling. The bulls and the bears are going to war. I have to remember to drink more water today. I've not been drinking enough water the last couple days. See, now there we go again. Like, this makes me even more bearish with this. But I'm not going to take another one. I'm just not. I'm going to stay out of this chop. But I'll be honest, I like a short. That wick closing below the open, closing below the 21 EMA. It's just, if we rip down here below the 500s, I think we go test the 470s, 480s. Here we go. There she goes, down below the 520s again. Now, are we just going to chop right back up? This is difficult to trade this, so got to go up to come down. This is just difficult. Anytime VWAP starts to do this, where it goes from red to green to red to green, and the VWAP is flatlining, very, very key to stay out of that range. Wait till it shows clear direction. Unless you're a range trader. If you like trading the ranges, then you want to buy the 520s and sell at the 540s. Again, did not close that candle below the 520s. Wow. Put a sell stop at the 505, David Huber. I thought about it. Honestly, I would probably do the sell stop, yeah, right here at like the 510 or below the 500s. But basically, if I do that, you're basically trading a breakout. I don't like trading a breakout like this when we're doing this kind of action, even though just feel like I'm better off avoiding this area right here. Just too much chop. The bulls and bears are going to war right here between the 520s and the 540s. Again, this candle can't seem to close below the 520s. It's crazy. 800 bucks on your first day on your XFA. Let's go, Amakre. Let's go. Stay the now. Lock it down. Lock yourself out. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Can we get a breakdown below? All right, here we go. Man, it's very tempting to I'm so tempted to to dabble in this, but I'm trying not to. Look at these wicks. I mean, the more wicks we have here, the more this is starting to make me feel like we are going to go higher. We just cannot seem to get down below that 520. We've tried numerous times and failed. Man, right here would be... I'm going to take it. we might regret... We might have regrets here. This is where I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth between... I just finished saying I shouldn't trade this, and then next trade I trade this. Don't you hate when you do that? Especially now the market like immediately goes against you. It got me. You got me, market. You got me. We're only in 2 micros here, so I'm okay holding. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. But, man, this is... I probably need to give myself a little more room here. Do not do as I say, don't do as I do. Hey, Alpine Trader. How are you doing, Alpine? Hey, thoughts and prayers, man. So sorry to hear about your dog, man. That sucks. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing okay. And stay. Did you are you trading Alpine? I mean, look at this market. It just continues to chop here. Honestly, I should just get out of this trade. Just get out. I don't deserve to be in the trade, first of all. All right, now we're going to stay in it. This is the key area right here. We got to get above this. Come on, squeeze. Rip it, rip it. Come on. Want to see this thing above the 560s. Do I get greedy here and look for a retest up here, the 580s, or do we just get out? I'm going to get out right there. I don't think it's worth being greedy. Let's just get out. It's been a tough 2 days. Hey, prayers to you, Alpine. That's rough. That's rough. And especially when they're suffering, like when he's suffering, like that is so heart-wrenching. And when we were growing, yeah, it's just not. Sorry to hear, Alpine. You know, dogs are like, it's just, there's something about a very good, like having a good dog that you've had for a long time. They know you. There's just something about dogs. They're man's best friend. Or there's a reason that is said that they are man's best friend. They are always there. They're always happy to see you regardless. And it's awesome. So yeah, it's hard. Yeah, that's what's the hardest, Alpine. That's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching because you don't want to see them suffer, but at the same time you want to do everything you can. It's just there's no easy solution on that. There's no easy solution. Yeah, and she hates the vet. Yeah, I think all dogs do. After you take them to the vet for the first couple times, they very quickly realize that this is not a good place to be. And she calmed down and relaxed as soon as we pulled in the parking lot. Wow. Wow. Dogs are so smart. Like, dogs are so smart, though. I think sometimes they're smarter than us. And man, I had a dog growing up that was my best friend, and man, the memories, the good times we had, it was awesome. Okay, let's see. Are we going to push up through? I feel pretty happy about that trade, to be honest. I did not like where it was going. The reason I got in on that trade was just these wicks. We had just so many wicks here right off that opening range low that it just seemed way too obvious to go long. But it almost scared me. It almost I almost panicked out, but we didn't. We held and we believed. Okay, there we go. Breaking above the 560s. Will she keep going? You're up 9K in your PA. Let's go, Matty Matt. That's what counts. That's where the money counts. So I think we've all been there. Can't pass an eval. Yep, been there, done that. Look at the 15-minute chart here, guys. Look at this chart. That is an ugly looking chart. I don't care, man. That's ugly looking. There's nothing pretty about that chart. Let's see if we hold above the 560s here. Day trading, not trading this wiki market is really trading something, right? Yeah. Sometimes being in no position at all, just waiting, is the best way to do it. You're in some steep drawdown in your funded accounts, futures engineer. Are you long or short? Hey, market. Let's see. Looks like I mean, I don't want to go long up here. I definitely don't want to go short. We chilling in between these 15-minute opening range. Just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. Starting to look like today's just one of those days where the market just kind of going sideways. All right, there we go. Breaking above the 570s now. We are definitely, looks like we are going to retest those highs. Retest that 600 level maybe. 15-minute, a new 15-minute candle just opened. Definitely looking bullish here. I just don't want to go long right here at the top of the 15-minute range. Don't really want to trade in this range, honestly. Just not worth it. Not worth it. You just passed 5 accounts, Nathan Ramirez. Let's go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Wait, Trade of 8 is lagging bad with fills and P&L updating. Really? Is that through Apex or... You think we break the highs? Yeah, I think so too. But we might have some manipulation here before we do it. It's just so wiki. The market seems to be very, very temperamental today. Market seems to just be very, I don't know what to say, very difficult. Like this. As soon as it kind of looks like, okay, now we're going to go. Nope. Pull back 20 points. New 15-minute candle. New 15-minute candle is looking like this. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of that. I don't like this at all. Just don't like it. No reason to take any trades here. You know what? I'm going to keep trading this. I'm going to keep trading this Tradify account. My stop for the day is going to be 400. So if we hit $400 red, we walk away. We call it a day. Hey, if we can get a couple more good trades in, we can get these accounts to green. I will consider it a good day. I will consider it a good day for sure with this kind of price action. But right now, I got to be bullish. Market has tried to go lower and it just can't. Market is rigged like the duck race. Runner stopped out. Good trade. Like nicely done, Dave Mack. Yeah, I don't think this is an easy day to trade, but obviously it depends. Isn't it weird? Like some days I trade and like I usually don't really like I don't pay attention to other streamers or online Twitter. I don't look at any of that when I'm streaming and trading. But then once I'm done, like I'll have days where it just feels pretty easy. Like it feels like the day was fairly easy. So that when I'm done with my recap, I'll go on social media, I'll go on Discord, different places, and then I'll I'll kind of check how people did and different things, and you'll see like people like, hey, this was the worst price action day, terrible price action. Meanwhile, I'm like, wow, today wasn't that bad. And then other times people, have green days across the board and just I struggled like crazy. Like I just couldn't get a trade correct. It's weird how that happens, but I mean it makes sense because we all trade different. We do. We all trade a different way. There's just I don't think two people trade identical. Everybody sees the market a little bit different. And I think that's the key. You just got to choose what works for you and stick with it and almost just drown out the noise. Don't listen to the noise, especially if you have something that works. Like if you're struggling, you're not profitable, then I think it's okay to keep an open mind and hey, what isn't working? But a lot of times it's not the strategy that's the problem. It's usually mental, the psychological part that's the problem. And I think a lot of people get very confused because they think it's the strategy that's the problem when it really isn't. And then a lot of people start to, strategy hop when strategy isn't really their problem. They actually might have had a good strategy, but they had terrible risk management and they had just continued to blow up. And then you strategy hop, but it never seems to work because you're not actually fixing the problem. And the problem is, I think honestly, 90% of people that are struggling is very likely because of the mental and the blow up days and not because of your strategy. Just my humble opinion. Trading is so mental. Most people coming into trading have no idea. Yeah, Cage Poker. Very, very much so. And you know what's crazy? New people that come into trading, I think everyone comes into trading with the mentality that there is some secret out there, or they look at people that are profitable and they look at that as, oh man, if only I had that strategy, if only he would share his strategy with me, I could do the same thing. Like a lot of new people come in with that mentality, and that's why selling courses, stuff like that is so lucrative, because it seems like people go in, they start struggling, and they just like, wow, if I would just do like this guy does, I would be profitable. And it usually takes like, I don't even know, like it takes a good 3 to 6 months of people failing before they actually start to realize and understand that me is the problem, not my strategy. It's so true. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you will be actually addressing the core issues and then making improvement. I always say, if you're struggling with your mental side of trading, don't look at it and think you have to fix everything in 1 week. Give yourself some grace, but make sure you're making progress. If you're blowing up accounts twice a week, then focus on only blowing up once a week. Make that step and you can see the progress. And then eventually you're going to get to where you're only blowing up once a month and then once a quarter. And that's where I think you're going to see the biggest improvement in your trading is when you focus on just baby steps. Don't focus on making the improvement everything in 1 week. Sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves. And when there's more pressure applied, it's easier to break. All right, market is trying to break above this 580, 590, the 15-minute opening range high. For me, I need to see a break above the 600s. I need to see it hold. And then we can look at taking some longs, but I'm going to be careful. It just seems a little crazy today on this. Market seems a little crazy. Also, we have to avoid the Trump tweets. I'm just going to get GAT because I cannot control myself. And absolutely, Carolina, that is literally what I did. I'm not kidding. That is literally, I tried to like, okay, I'm just not going to do it. But then when I would get into the mode, when I would get frustrated and I would just, the market would just really, really make me mad. Like, I just couldn't walk away some days. And I really did. Like, Guardian Angel Trader really forced me to learn the hard way that walking away is the best. 99% of the time is your best move. But it's hard. It is hard to do. But if you can do it a couple times, if you can walk away a couple times, then your brain almost starts to like switch gears and realize that, okay, it does actually work. And there's just, at least for me, there's something that kind of clicked where I was like, oh, walking away from a red day is actually a good idea. And the longevity of the account, everything, it just was where it started to make sense. And I started to, walking away became easier. Walking away from a red day became easier to do once I did force myself to do it through Guardian Angel Trader a couple times. Now, I always say all that and I'm like, knock on wood, because I know I still have it in me. I know I still have the ability to go on tilt. And I blow up accounts. Like, I know that it's still within my power to do that kind of craziness. So it's just, I have to constantly remind yourself. And I always feel like when I am the most likely to blow up and have a red day and not follow my rules is when I get overconfident. Like when I start to have a lot of green days in a row, it seems almost like the more green days in a row that you have, the less likely and the less willing you are to accept a red day, if that makes sense. Like, because even like right now is a perfect example because I have quite a bit. Let me look actually. Let's look at my Tradeify stats. This market, I'm not interested anyway, so let's look. Whoa, market. So these are my, actually I didn't even look. Steve, we're trading. Actually, yeah, these accounts I need to get, yeah, once we get to 9,000 in profit, I think we'll be under the 20% consistency rule. Man, I gotta say, Tradeivate, kudos to Tradeivate. Their dashboard is top tier. Very, very, like if you click on view details, like it gives you the information that you actually need. Like it tells you, like I'm at 78, I need to get to 9,000 in profit. It tells you if you're under the consistency, and you can see exactly everything that you basically need to see. But then viewing the journal is even, this is really nice. This is going to take a minute to actually populate. Wait, is this? Yeah, this was yesterday, right? Yeah. Okay, so here, like right now, we are on a current 11-day win streak. If we go back to January, like we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, this is calculating today? Oh, wow. I didn't even realize it does it real time. So like this is actually a perfect example where you're like, okay, I don't want, I just don't want to see red. Your brain is like, there's something about that. You're like, okay, let's just get to green. But and that's okay, because I haven't, like, $400 is my, like, $400. Once I reach $400 red day on these accounts, I'm shutting it down. Like, mentally, I'm mentally trying to prepare myself for shutting it down. Like, mentally, I need to accept a $400 red day on these accounts. And that's the key. You got to mentally prepare and accept it before it happens. That way, when it does happen, you're not freaking out. I would much rather mentally prepare myself to walk away from a $400 red day than to kind of think that naive, like kind of almost think that it's not going to happen, and you don't even acknowledge that it's an option. And that's where it kind of comes out of nowhere, and that's where it gets you. That's where you get it's where they get you, when you don't even think about taking a loss. You got to accept the loss before you take a trade. All right, market trying to get above that 600. Hey, good morning, John. Good to see you. How we doing? Captain Crunch, I didn't see you either. Sam Laker, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's get it. Do you know if you can flip micros in the take profit trader test phase to get trading days complete? John Doe, yes, you can. Once you've reached your profit target, you can flip and it will count as a traded day. I wish, that is actually one thing that I really wish that take profit would change. I understand why they do it, but if you have a 50% consistency rule, then make the minimum traded days 2 days. I mean, maybe 3, but having 5 just kind of becomes annoying. When you just have to flip for 3-4 days. But I remember those days with Apex. You guys remember when Apex was 7 days to pass? Oh man, you pass in the first or second day, then the next 5 days you'd just be flipping. That'd be so annoying. Oh no, it is not like tick tick. Nope. Yes, John, we're doing great. We're doing good. We had a little bit of a overnight session that we took about a $300 loss, and we're slowly battling back, trying to be patient, but you know how it goes. This would have been a good hold. I mean, took a trade here on the 520s, could have held up to the 600s here, but with this kind of choppy range, I'm just going to take my profit, look for another entry. All right, moment of truth. Can we get up through that 600 level? Can she do it? Oh, dude, yes. Remember when Top Step was 2 steps to pass? Oh, man, I remember those days. I do remember. the 150K straight to fund at target is 9K to get a 3K payout. That is correct, Amelia. So, yep. And yeah, the top step, dude, I actually would love to know the statistics. Back when Top Step was 2 steps to pass, I bet they had like a less than 10% pass rate. It had to be terrible. Yeah, and it was very expensive. Top Step had to be making so much money. It was crazy. And we can, we can hate you can hate all you want on Apex and everything, but honestly, Apex is the reason that the prop firm industry changed. Like Apex came in and they really did change the game. They really did. And I mean, now since then, they definitely got some work to do, but they definitely changed the game. They forced Top Step to change their rules. They forced Top Step to go to 5 accounts, and it was a good thing. But now, man, I like I said yesterday, I don't want to just keep harping on this every day, but I really want to see Apex go to the black and white rules, and I really think they will. They're going to go black and white rules, and the payouts will be automated, but it might take a couple months to get everything in place. But I know that it is a real, they are going to do it. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take, but we need it as traders. I think that is something, I'm going to advocate for every single time. My chart shows the mutant pterodactyl post apocalypse based Coach Captain Crunch. Coach Captain Crunch, you lost me at pterodactyl. What do I mean by black and white? Good question. Black and white means, like, first of all, when, like, one of the things would be the contract consistency. Like, that's a vague rule. That's a gray area rule. The 30% consistency rule is also, or the 30% drawdown rule is also a little bit of a gray rule because of how they presented it. When John came out and presented that rule, he presented it like, hey, if you do it one time, it's no big deal. Well, I don't believe that. Now, I've seen too many times where people that break that rule one time, they get denied. And basically what happens if someone did, if you break that rule one time, you no longer get automatically approved. The system will flag you, and now you will go under the manual review process, and then it's up to whoever's reviewing your account. And if that guy's having a bad day, etc., vice versa, whatever you want to say, just assume if you break the rule one time, you're going to get denied. That's what I'm going to tell people until they change it, because that is what I have seen. Yeah, exactly, Alpine. You're a good example for it. And you broke it one time and you got denied. So I'm going to say, if you break it one time, you're going to get denied. Now, I think if you stay without, if you don't even come close to it, that's where you will just get automatically approved. Like, you'll just go through the automatic payout approval process. And that is the best, that's what I want for everyone. And that needs to happen. I don't have all the answers, but I know what needs to happen. I don't know. They need to figure it out, but it's like, that's one of the rules. Now, me personally, I'm just good. And the 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio rule is the biggest rule that I have an issue with right now because of how much of a gray area it is. And I think their software has a difficult time actually tracking that 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio rule. So again, I think they need to remove that rule completely. Don't have it. Like, if I was running Apex, which obviously I'm not, this is what I would do. I would do this. And some people are going to hate me for it, but I would have a max payout cap per PA account. And it would be basically double whatever, like it would be 50,000 profit is the cap on your funded accounts. That's a cap. And I don't think that's that big of an issue. Basically, with 20 accounts, the most you could make is $1 million. And then you have to start over. Or we take you to a live account. But whatever, that's another story. But the main thing I would change, remove the 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio rule. You don't need it. And I would change how many contracts you can trade on all of the account sizes. On a 50K, the max cons you could do would be 5. And so on and so forth. I would literally cut them in half. And then I wouldn't have a contract consistency rule either. And no 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But you would have the 30% drawdown rule, and that would stay. But you don't need the 30% drawdown rule and the 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio rule. If you violate the 30%, like if you let a trade go, 30% of your drawdown against you, that's the only thing I care about. If you take profit at break even or one tick above when you were $100 in drawdown, I don't care. Why should you care? So that's just me. That's the changes I would make, and those are literally the changes I suggested. So we'll see. But then you have black and white rules, and you can automate your payout process. I don't get why not. Why not? Yes, once you double your safety net, you go from 30 to 50. Correct. Yes, I saw that, Alpine. Exactly, Captain Crunch. The whole 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio is an issue because of the software and the inability to track it correctly. Exactly, John Doe. Exactly. There's just no need. There's no need for it. And again, I think a lot of these rules were made with just one thing in mind. And again, my opinion, John is way too focused on schemers and scammers, and he's punishing the traders that actually just want to trade normally, and those people are getting punished by trying to make rules for the small percentage that are schemers and scammers. And it happens. Like, I know that there is an issue. Like, there are people that literally are just trying to scheme and scam, and but that's just how it is. Like, regardless what business you have, you are going to have to deal with that. It's just reality. It's life. But when you change your whole company and make things so difficult to try to remove those people, and then you punish 90% of your customer base because of it, that's doing it wrong. That's not how you do it. Anyway, let's focus on the charts now. We just can't break above that 600 right now. Wow. All the way back down to the 590s now. I could have had a trade here, but again, I want to see us break above that 600. I want to see us close above it. I'm 1,500 away from payout, and you're still in consistency. When this close, I get stressed. Don't remind me, least estimator. I know. I was on the phone last night with a friend, and I was literally telling him that. I'm like, I'm starting to feel the pressure of being close to a payout, and like you just start to feel it. Like you can try not to, you can try to ignore it, but it's there. I'll be honest. And I was actually talking, we were talking about that, and we were like, okay, how do you get over that? And I actually am thinking about it, because one thing that I talked about was maybe not copy trading all 6 of accounts. Maybe I should, once I'm this close to a payout, change to one account at a time. Change to one account at a time. That would definitely alleviate some pressure. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to just take my trades, take my setups, follow my stop loss, be willing to walk away from a red day. Be willing to walk away when you go 400 or 500 in red. Just be willing to walk away. It's hard to do, but that's the key that I have to accept and be okay with. So that's kind of what I'm telling myself. Just be willing to walk away. That's why you size up and make your consistency hard. Well, it is actually. So technically, with these funded Apex accounts, the 150K accounts, I mean, technically, I'm above the threshold. But because I had one day where I made like 2,400 in profit, I need to get like a little bit above 9,000 in profit to stay within their 30% consistency rule. It's all about cash. John is thinking about if they change the rules and make them clear, they will be. Again, trading in the zone. Like, that could be true, but that's not like there is obviously, the prop firms need to make money. Like, we can't sit here and be naive and think that these rules are all going to just be a benefit for the trader and everything is about, yeah, it's not. Like, let's be honest. Everybody, all the prop firms always say, hey, we have all these rules to help you. Well, no, it isn't. It's there because they have to be profitable. And that's just how it is. Like, if they're not profitable, you're not getting paid. Look at Fast Track. But what we do need is black and white rules. So even if it means more rules, I would rather have black and white rules than gray rules where you put your payout just in the light. Like, it's in limbo, and it depends on how they're feeling at the moment. Depends on who does your approval. That is the focus on what needs to be removed and eliminated. So I'm excited. I do think that will happen. We're going to have to be patient, but I don't know. Again, it is what it is. Again, like I say, everybody make your own choice, and it is what it is. John, it's just about money. Him wanting people to blow their accounts is evident in the video that was posted. Yeah, John. I mean, I don't think we can. Let's not talk about John. All right, you all know how I feel about that. That whole. I think there should be decisions made regarding. I think it should be a pretty easy decision, but again, I'm not in charge. I gotta be careful what I say. You can't find John's videos anymore? I wonder why. Let's just say if you can't find John's videos, then that's a step in the right direction. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe they did listen to what I said. Anyway, all right, we're testing the EMA again. I think you can still find some of them, though. Exactly, Go and Trades. You could not have said that any better. 100%. Yes, 80% sale for Apex. While we're talking about Apex, the 80% sale is ending tonight at midnight. So now, I mean, I'm just gonna say this for those of you that are interested. If you're not interested, then don't listen. But Apex has not been running as many sales, so who knows when the next sale will be? I don't know. I have no idea. maybe they're going to extend this. I doubt it. Last time it was 3.5 weeks in between promotions, so it could be a while. I do not know. That's true, Jesse. If you violate a rule at Apex and request a payout and get denied, does that violation still apply to future payouts? No, it does not, Neil. And right now, that's the saving grace for Apex is if you do get denied a payout, basically the only thing they ask you to do is that will remove your violation. So a denial will remove your violation unless it's a 30% consistency rule. So if you go above the 30% consistency rule, a denied payout will not remove that violation. But any other violation like the 30% drawdown or 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio, etc., that will remove those violations. And then you just need to trade for 8 days, and 4 of those days need to be $50 in profit or more. The other 4 days can just be flip days, and then you can request again, and you do not need to, you don't even need to, they don't remove your profits, nothing like that. So that is like, I mean, obviously, like that's a good thing. And, it basically, it just gives you just build up your account a little bit more, trade 8 more days, request, and then you should be approved. One account is all you need if you're not profitable, which is more than 90% here. I mean, you're probably right, Angle Trades, but yeah, I mean, that's true. But that is not going to stop people. Does Apex use Rise? No. Captain Crunch, Apex uses Plain. If you're out of country, they use Plain as a payment method. If you're in country, I mean, I use ACH. ACH is by far the easiest for me. But how do you deal with a 30% consistency rule in your account then? So you just need to get your, so let's say you have one day like I did where I had $2,000 in profit. So basically you can, like if you, on a 150K account, normally the profit threshold, if you get your account to $5,100 in profit, that means you can request a $500 payout. Well, if you have $2,000 profit, then take 2,000, divide it by 0.3 for the 30% consistency. That means instead of requesting at 5,100, you just need to build up the account balance to $6,666. So you just need to adjust your profit target on your account before you request. So build up that balance so then your largest day isn't more than 30% of your overall profit. Once you're above that, you can request and then you'll be fine. So you just have to adjust your when you can request your payout. All right, market is trying to get above this 600 level. It's been a slow grind here, but we are grinding higher. The EMA seems to be holding up. We're gonna look for a long here. I'd love to get above the 610s. Let's just get a nice slow move and slow grind higher and let me jump in. That's what I'm looking for. I got denied on the 30% rule for being $15 over on $1,100 day. I requested based on wealth charts P&L, which was $100 less than the PA screen. Okay, yeah, that's a good point to make sure you go off of your account dashboard in Apex. They will go off of. I've been using wealth charts, just playing with it a little bit, but they definitely need some help. There's some cool features within wealth charts, but I don't think it's ready to roll out yet. Right now, the slippage and that seems to be pretty bad from what I've experienced, but they have some pretty cool features. If they get the other stuff figured out, I think it could be an okay platform. It's definitely seeming like the prop firm industry, every prop firm is just shifting everything to their own platform. Now, Apex doesn't own wealth charts. They basically have a partnership with them. Unlike like Top Step X, Top Step actually owns that platform. But it is starting to look a little bit more like prop firms they're going to, I think I wouldn't be surprised if in the future every prop firm is only going to offer their platform of choice. I would not be surprised if that was a thing in the future, because me personally, I don't think prop firms like it when you copy trade like across 5 different prop firms. I don't think they like that. I don't know that for a fact, but just a, I don't know, just a feeling I have. Okay, finally breaking above the 610s. We're slowly grinding higher here. Let's see, 620s now. Now, the next area of resistance, we do have the 620s here as the overnight high, I believe. Wait, did I have that right? Yes. So right here, 624's overnight high. We've ripped right through it. All right, this is a pretty big breakout. Getting a breakout here above the 620s. Above the, testing the 630s now. The next area that I have as resistance is the 685s. So 685s next target. Yeah, John. I mean, the thing is with even if they have their own platform, they still have to go through the CME as a brokerage. So I hope we don't go the route of the Forex where they all just use, like, I don't want to see that. Yeah, just throttle down could have made 3,000, but had to stop at 1,000. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like a lot of people don't like the consistency rule, but that is the one rule that I will defend. Like, I actually do think the consistency rule on prop firms, I actually do think that helps the trader. I do. I don't know, maybe it's different for every person, but I think in the long term, especially if you struggle with getting greedy, I think that actually does help. It helps me. Maybe for you it might be different, but I do think a consistency rule does actually, or it can actually help you as a trader. Sometimes it might not seem that way, but if you look at it from an overall perspective, I think it helps you more than hurts you. Darren Cross. No, I called it that once we break about 600s, but I said I want to see us break and then I want to look for an entry. Getting a pullback now, so we're paying attention here. We are paying attention. Yeah, some days it's just frustrating. It is, Captain Crunch. I don't disagree. Some days it's frustrating but I think those days are way less than the days where you're willing to just take your profit and move on to the next day. At least for me. But yeah, it depends on your strategy. Depends on how you trade too. All right, market. Come on, pull back maybe here to the 600s, something like that. if we start ripping down below the 600s, then I'm getting gonna get a little bit nervous. Here we go, below the 600s already. A big pullback here. 40 points. It's where we have to be careful. Now I want to see it consolidate a little bit. What time of the day is it? 11:12. I'm starting to be way more wary of this time of day than I used to. Again, like I said in the past here, 11:30, 12 o'clock in that time area is where we start to just fade away slowly. And it's so frustrating. All right, so we are testing. I'm going to wait here for an actually good entry here. I'm not going to chase this. I want to wait till we get an entry. Well, an entry, this would be an entry. Like I want a green candle and a break above the previous body. Break above the previous candle high. Now we got to start paying attention here. So basically a break above this 612 would be my entry right now, but this candle could close lower. I'm not sure we're getting an entry here. If this candle closes red, we look for a better entry. Want to see this 600 hold though. What do I look at to find a good entry? Like I just said, like I'm looking like now that we've actually broken above the 600s, now I just want to pull back, which I'm getting. This is the first step, but then the second step is a green candle. Basically, we need to close, not close, but we need a candle above this high, the high of this candle. If I'm super aggressive, I'll take the break of the candle body close, but of the previous candle. But here, just trying not to get trapped. I want to see this candle above the 616s. We might get it. I always prefer when we consolidate on a pullback. When we just go up and the pullback comes down and we just go straight back up without any consolidation, it's hard to get a good entry. Okay, so now here you could have your entry now right here. A break above this candle now would be the new entry if we get it. Looks like we might pull back a little bit more. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous here, and I'm actually really okay with if this doesn't trigger an entry, then we're just, if we close below the opening range here, even here, like if this wicks down and immediately back up, then I'm okay with it. Looks like we're just gonna run the stops and then we go higher. But if we make a move down below the 580s here and we close below the 580s, then I'm not taking, we're canceling this order. I'm not interested. This could be the start of the rollover on the 1130. Seems like around this time is when it happens. Just get a lot of fake outs. Alpine, take private trader is serious with their agreement. They want everything up front. Yeah, Alpine. One thing that I started doing, guys, I started saving all the terms and conditions of all these prop firms. And when they update it, I save it. I save the update, and then I use AI to tell me the difference between this one and this one. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Top Step did an update, quite a bit of them. Okay, yeah, we're getting out of this. I'm not interested in a long anymore. Closing below the 580s now. I don't know. I mean, this is where it's just like, I don't have a trade here. But this is what really protects me from jumping the gun on my entries. Like, if we get a pullback, which is what I wanted, but when I just jump the gun and blindly buy here the 600s, I get in trouble. But if I wait till we have a break above the previous candle, that really helps me just to stay away from this kind of price action. And we're right back down into the 15-minute opening range. Just, I don't know. This price action is just not very cool. They do the KYC on sign up. I think every prop firm should do that, Camber. I think it's very bad look when you don't do KYC until someone is requesting a payout is bad. It just looks bad because someone can be working very hard and getting to a payout finally, and then the KYC doesn't go through, and then what? You've done all that for nothing? I know my fund of futures has had a little bit of issues with that. And they've had multiple time where, that I don't know. I've seen that where I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why does KYC mean? Know your customer. It stands for know your customer. Basically, usually it requires you have to take a picture of your driver's license, and then you have to take your camera phone and circle around your face, and it matches to make sure it matches your driver's license, etc. And I mean, I've had no issues with it, but yeah, at least if you get denied the KYC, Apex will do the manual review and approve you, usually, unless there's major red flags. But my fund of futures doesn't. If the KYC doesn't go through, it's just too bad. So I don't know. That's definitely kind of icky. I love KYC with hot sauce and a Pepsi. Isn't that KFC, Captain Crunch? You had no idea what KYC was either. Yep, it stands for know your customer. Almost all there's a lot of websites, like if you have anything to do with paying people, they do that. Man, I don't know what to do in this market. Don't go through the grass. You guys are funny. I think I'm going to take a break from evals and focus on this PA. Hey, is that the same PA, Matty Matt, that you ran up like a serious amount in profit? That would be awesome if you got that above the consistency rule. Man, that would be pretty crazy. All right, we're just continuing to bleed lower now. Definitely, we've had Today is kind of a trappy market. We had this rip above the 600 that trapped the longs, and now again a move above the 620s trapped the longs. Just need to be patient. Let's see what happens when we test VWAP here. VWAP at the 540s, 544s. Now we chilling. You need to get it to 190K balance. Oh, that's crazy. Get below the opening range could get fun. Yeah, I agree. We almost need to break below the 500s, or we need like I will say if we come down and test the VWAP and we get a good entry on a long, I will probably take that. If this VWAP holds, I'll probably take a stab at a long. But let's wait and see. I need to keep checking my phone, see if my package arrived.
It did. My goodness, it was out there for forever.
Honey, it arrived? Let's go. Giving me a second, guys. Hang on, I'll be right back. Never mind. It was a false alarm. There was a package, but it wasn't the right one. Feels bad. Wait, is Jurassic World coming out with a new movie? It is. Jurassic World Rebirth official trailer. What? That's gonna be interesting. Hey, Latex, I watch you almost every day, just a lurker, but I appreciate your stream so much. Thanks for keeping me entertained on boring market days. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the lurkers that don't chat. I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you for the support. That's awesome. I love it. All right. Oh, wow. Hang on. Man, this is kind of the move I was looking for, but I wanted it to test the VWAP. Doesn't look like we're going to do that. Oh, I don't want to chase it. All right, testing the 600s. Market just is just kind of crazy today. But definitely bullish. Definitely bullish. I was a lurker for a very long time before I would chat. Let's go, Amelia. Let's go. All right, breaking up above that 600. As trappy as this has been, as trappy as the market has been, I just don't want to be buying breakouts. The entry would have been right here. Entry would have been right here at the 580s. Honestly, I was not paying attention. I think I was, I don't know what I was doing. Was I here? But I didn't see it. I did not see it. I like the new rule of withdrawing 500 and leaving 2100 in there. Here's Johnny. Yeah, it definitely gives you a good opportunity to keep growing the account. The really, really beautiful thing about it is that once you get that first payout and you take out the 500, you have 2100 in drawdown left. And basically, you just need to make $500 every 8 days and you can pay yourself every 8 days. That's the glitch. That's where I want to get to with Apex, and just slowly build, maybe make $800 every 8 days, take out 500 and just slowly grow the account. Apex has rhythmic and yeah. So here, what do we, look at this thing go, man. Oh, we missed it. We did miss this one. That's a yikes. Big rip higher. Man, the entry was right there at the 580s, and I don't know what I was doing. Was I getting my package? Is that what was happening? I'm not sure, but I totally missed that. Yeah, exactly. Here's Johnny. Exactly. If Patrick is the VDH, does that make you the BDC? The closet. We call it the nutty closet. Hey, you got in on ES with 2 contracts, Redneck Trader. Nicely done. Nicely done. Blew up some PAs yesterday because of a Tradevate Air API request limit. No way, MM. Wait, was that from a, was that when you were copy trading 20 accounts? Oh, you're right, D Versatalia. I probably was. I think you're right. It's a lesson. You got to always pay attention, or sometimes the market will just go without you. Oh, man. It's okay. We can't chase now. All right, let's see. Can we break above that 630? Man, that's a really nice move. Who knows? Maybe I wouldn't have taken it. Yeah, MM. I've heard that issue with Tradevate. That something within Tradevate that is it's something that Apex doesn't really have control over, and it's an issue with Tradevate's API when you're trading 20 accounts at a time that it will give you that error message. But that's, hopefully they can get that fixed, because I'm switching to trade of 8 accounts, and that makes me a little bit nervous. What is your pivot point setting in NinjaTrader? Also, is the Fibonacci pivots or simply pivot in Ninja? It's the order. Let me look actually. My pivot points are just the default settings. It's just called pivots. And these are the settings. So use daily bars. Using a trailing stop that updates every tick and copy trading that to 20 accounts will make you hit limit very quickly. Oh, I see. Iron tries trading. Okay. I see. That makes sense. Okay. No, I'm not switching. I'm still using NinjaTrader. I'm just using the Trade of 8 connection. But I'm connecting. Yeah, I'm still trading NinjaTrader. All of these 50K accounts are Trade of 8 accounts, but I'm trading them through NinjaTrader. It's not going to be fixed. It's their API rate limit of 5,000 updates per hour. Okay, I see. That's good to know. Basically, so if you're going, like, if you're scalping on 20 accounts, trailing your stops, that could trigger that pretty quickly. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, Ian. Thanks for the information. Appreciate that. That's good information. They say it's 5,000 per hour, but it's less than that from my experience. Okay. Please read my Walgreens comment above. I'm reviewing what it means with a shrink this afternoon. Oh dear. I dreamed I met you. I dreamed I met you and your wife at a Walgreens. And then we went to play frisbee golf. Oh, I think I was going through withdrawals from when you took time off from streaming. Captain Crunch. Yeah, definitely talk to your shrink about that. Oh man, there might be some underlying issues there. That's too funny. Oh, that's funny. All right, market trying to break up through the 630s here. This is where it's difficult when you miss a trade and you just have to watch the move. That can be pretty hard. That can be difficult to do, but just can't have FOMO now. Just gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. We got plenty of room to the upside. 685s is the next area that I have as interest here. So see if we can get a pullback, and we'll jump in. Ian tries trading. It was earned with pain. Oh no. That does, I mean, it makes sense, but I mean that's unfortunate. I wonder if there's not, like, couldn't they update or upgrade their site or something that would help that? I don't know. I guess they just don't want to. Hey, Hubert, you made 500. Let's go. Nice. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. What is my order entry settings? What Ninja add-on is it? Order entry. This is the Affordable Indicators Chart Trader is what I use. All right, 640's being tested now. Oh, man. I'm sad I did not catch this move. Relative equal highs at 690s. Yeah, 685, 690s. Yep. You have 10 Trade-Evate and 10 wealth charts. Glad I didn't get all 20 on Trade-Evate. There you go. That glitch with Apex for the payouts sounds good. They're going to switch to micros on the PAs. Good luck, Michael. Let's do it. You need to open each one at a time, Rob Freeman. One at a time. I know it's a pain. Takes some time. There we go. 640s. 640s have now been broken. Unbelievable. I'm sad. Gotta wait for a pullback. Do I get along with Matt Kors, Dad's Trade Stocks? Yes. So I was actually, yeah, he hang on, let me look. Yeah, I was pretty flattered. Matt Kors commented on when is Nutty Bar going to post his Apex recap videos for January? I want to know how the top dog is. So Matt Kors, yeah, gave me a shout out. Yeah, I love it. Pretty humbling. He has like 142,000 followers on Twitter. It's crazy. Look how far we've come, guys. Who is Matt Kors? Yeah, he has a pretty large following on Twitter. He trades Apex accounts, and yeah, pretty cool dude. Oh, it's from the GME and AMC days, Alpine. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Fellow degen on Apex like me. Let's go. Oh man, this market is killing me now. This is just rubbing it in. Why is it when you miss your entry that the market just it like rubs it's like rubbing salt in an open wound? It's like, yeah, market, I get it. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't get in. You're right. And then it just rubs it in by just it just rips straight up. It's crazy. Exactly, futures engineer. Like that's where like I've had it in the past where I miss an entry. You're like, oh, I missed it, and then you just jump in, like you just jump in anyway, and then it rips lower. And I've had that happen way too many times. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that. Let's just be patient. But of course, this time it would have worked. Oh, well, it is what it is. Some days, also got to recognize when some days it just ain't your day. By the way, golfing yesterday, I saw my first alligator. I saw two alligators golfing yesterday. That was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. What did I want to show you guys? Oh, I remember. Package is out for delivery. It is arriving in the next hour and a half. You better. Oh my, go look at this. It's just going straight up. I'm so sad. Whoo. This is, can I be honest with you guys? If I wasn't streaming, I would jump in here. I would have. Now, maybe it would have right move, but this is also like where I feel like streaming helps with my discipline. But man, this is starting to frustrate me. Like we're just going straight up now, no pullbacks. It's so frustrating though. Did you guys hear NB say I saw 2 alligators golf? Let me read. I just had a very funny visual imagining 2 alligators golfing with their short hands. Let me rephrase. I saw 2 alligators while I was golfing. Yeah, Andreas, I know. I always have to remind myself that, when you miss a setup in your mind, you're thinking like this will be your last chance ever to get in on a trade. And we all know that's not true. There's going to be many, many opportunities to get in on trades. So, hey, also, let me catch up. Thanks if you sub today. Thank you. Mig thanks for the sub. Ram and X Razor Gamer, thanks for the subs. I appreciate it. What is my handicap? So I'm at about, I want to say like right now it says, let me look. Let me actually look at the official. Oh man, I think I still have that app. I was long at 597s and sold at 610 because I thought I was chasing. Hey, I mean, I've been there. It's almost like, okay, I can't get greedy because I'll get punished, which is sometimes true. Where can I find software like yours? My handicap is playing golf. Too funny. Unbelievable. We're just going straight up. I'm sad. This is where actually, like, this is exactly how traps happen. You start to get antsy, and then I'll get a small pullback, and I'll jump the gun, and I'll get in, and then it'll rip all the way back down to the 600s, and my day will be ruined. That is how it happens, folks. All right, we do have a little bit of resistance here, the 670s, but 680s, and then also the 690s. But man, this thing is just continuing to rip. It don't care. It don't care if I'm along or not. It's just going without me. And I don't like it one bit. Unbelievable. Somebody take away my mouse. Somebody take it away. Oh. This has got me in the FOMO mode. Oh, man. Hey, Truth Trader. Good to see you. How's it going? Do I look at RSI? Not really. I do have RSI on my daily chart. I just like to see it. I always like to know when we're like getting up to these levels or at these levels. But I don't have it on my daily chart. No. I stopped at 10, so seeing it finally break out of chop is extremely annoying. Yeah, agreed at Camber. Usually this is where the choppy rollover starts, but today, now 12 o'clock is going to be interesting. 12 o'clock is always a key time. So we got to pay attention to that. Hmm. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to look at the chart anymore. Did we really just... Unbelievable. Did we really just rip? Did I really just miss out on a 100-point move? With almost no pullback? Good grief. Oh my word. Look at this. This is insane. Of course it does this. Like, unbelievable. Daryl Bapty, you are talking to the wrong side of my brain. Just jump in long. What could go wrong? Don't test me. You guys are being a bad influence. But I'm dead serious thinking about... The FOMO's getting me, folks. The FOMO is getting to me. I'm not going to lie. Unbelievable. There we go. Testing the 700s. I hope some of you guys took that trade, man. That'll make me feel better. Are we for real? Oh, man. Hey, TCM Trades with the $19 gift. Thank you. I appreciate that. I finally made it to the first payout request by $3.66. Let's go. Not sure if I'll get approved, but don't care. Just glad for the mental breakthrough. Thanks for the daily live streams for giving us all hope. Let's go, TCM Trades. This is for you. This is for you, TCM Trades. Let's go. Congratulations. Let's get it. That's awesome. That is awesome. Meanwhile, market keeps going higher. Ay, 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 ay. I'm dead serious. Someone needs to take my mouse away. I'm about to press buttons. Oh, my word. Yep, here's Johnny. There's something special. There is something special about getting that first payout. Day one on your Apex PA, $500 profit. Gonna stop trading here, so consistency rule doesn't get too hard. Good idea. Very nicely done, Cyan Pride. Awesome. What is going on, Angel? You tell me. The market just keeps going up without me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I know if I jump in here and chase it, I know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Everyone knows what will happen if I jump in here. We all know it. We all know what's going to happen. I am in a lose-lose situation. If I jump in, we're going to pull back 50 points. If I don't jump in, we're just going to keep going up 50 points. Unbelievable. It's crazy. I just hate. This wouldn't really bother me that much if I didn't have an entry, but I was literally not paying attention. Literally, what was I doing? I was looking at a Jurassic World movie trailer and I missed it. Jeez, get your act together, Nutty. That is unacceptable. 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 All right, pay attention. Please pull back to like the 680s. Please. I'm about to do it. Oh my gosh. We might need to walk away here. I'm getting so frustrated that I'm going to just chase this thing till oblivion. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go take a little bit of a break. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to walk. We have a little street where I can walk out. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk for 5 minutes and we're going to come back. And if this market just went straight up in the 5 minutes, I'm just going to shut her down for the day. I'm getting too frustrated here and I'm not even like, this is like a typical example of getting frustrated without even trading. I'm going to do it. I'm going to walk away for 5 minutes. I will be back. Well, nothing changed, huh? Oh, Abraham, if I'm using more than one Rhythmic account at the same time, no, I'm not. I only have these these 6 Apex accounts are the only Rhythmic connection I have. I can't exactly, Captain Crunch. I can't believe this move, and I don't know what to do. Honestly, guys, I might just shut her down. I feel like I don't know. This ain't it. This is not it. It's just this is I don't know. Why am I not trading the 50Ks, Green Man? Honestly, right now I'm just trying to focus on the 150Ks because I'm getting really close to the payout. And then once I request from the 150Ks, while I'm waiting for those to be approved, then I'm going to trade the 50Ks. I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm in a lose-lose situation here. And if I enter here, if I chase it, it's going to get a big pullback. If I don't, it seems like it's just going to keep going up. And actually, at this point, I don't really care. I do not really care anymore. I'm going to shut off my charts, and then I'll come back like at the end of the day. And I'll see if, I don't know. It's not. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Can't do it. Just can't do it. It's so frustrating though, because this kind of move is like, it's really nice, but I just can't chase it. Or can I? You know what? I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go eat, and I just need to walk away. I need to walk away at least for an hour. Let this market do its thing. I don't understand. I mean, it's just it's just going straight up. It's just going straight up. What am I? That's crazy. I have a serious question. Would you be open to some chats this evening through email concerning an idea for trading? Yeah, sure. Ace Undercover, send me an email. I don't mind. Do I know Mark Douglas? I don't personally know him, no. But yes, I've read his books, The Best Loser Wins. No, that wasn't Mark Douglas. What was his book? But yes, I've read his books. I love it. Love it. Don't worry, I FOMO'd in at 727. You have to understand, the market is waiting for Nutty Bar to FOMO in. That's when the reversal happens, not before and not after. Trading in the zone. Thank you. Thank you. So the market's waiting for Nutty, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to walk away. I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to walk away. I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm going to go eat something, and we're going to chill. Hopefully my camera arrives in the next hour so that I can distract myself with that and just not even look at this market. So I'm going to walk away. I feel like I feel in my brain, it feels like I have like a $400 loss on all of my accounts. Like mentally, that's what it feels like. So it's just so frustrating. Stop looking at movie trailers. Thank you. That is what we learned today. What we learned today is you got to focus. You got to pay attention. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to call it here. Also, just friendly reminder, Apex 80% sale is ending tonight at midnight. Thank you for using my code NBT. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I'll be back tomorrow. And I am really, really curious what this market is going to do the rest of the day. Really curious. There's no shot this is just going to keep going higher. No shot. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Appreciate all of you. I hope you guys caught that move. Take care and God bless.